Theatre production is one of the most distinguishing forms of storytelling, giving the audience a face for the characters and a perspective of their world. It stands as one of the most influential expressions of art, going on to inspire the creation of film. It brings people together, both to experience the presented story and to bring the story to life. That was until COVID-19. It hit the world like a storm, slowly growing in intensity until finally reaching a dangerous state. Everyone was a potential victim. People did everything they could to avoid contracting it. The most effective solution was to close down the shops and areas that encouraged socializing with others, reducing the potential spread of the virus. Theaters were not exempted from this choice, resulting in productions being postponed or cancelled entirely. This has left many people unable to work. People like David Harris, who was supposed to have many shows this year, including starring alongside Sylvie Palladio in a performance of Chess in Newcastle this year. However, due to the pandemic, he can't travel internationally.
The production team really wanted a mass choir, so we were about to have 200 voice choir within the show, supporting the principal players. So it would have sounded amazing, and the score for Chess is phenomenal. It's a massive sing, some beautiful songs. The score is phenomenal. So having a 200-piece choir on stage with us would have been massive and sounded brilliant. So it was a shame. Plus, my sisters were both in the show. So the three siblings, for the first time ever, were going to be in the one show. So Mum and Dad were over the moon and so looking forward to it. It's my hometown area, Newcastle in the Hunter Valley. So everyone was looking forward to doing it and working with Sylvie. We've worked briefly together on some concerts, but never in a show as such. So finally getting to play opposite each other, we were both looking forward to that. Well, I don't know about Sylvia, I won't speak for her. So, but hopefully, as with everything else though, everything got postponed.
Okay, so in theatre, not only do you have to stay physically fit, but your voice is also a muscle. How are you making sure that you keep all of yourself in shape?
It's been tough, I have to say. Physical fitness and going to the gym is a daily thing for me. And so to have that taken away and unable to go to a gym, and really unable for a long period of time, for several months, really to go outside here in New York. So to go for a run or a jog or just do any outdoor exercise, the ability to do that was gone. So as with everything else, you were housebound. So I've stacked on a few kilos since then. And vocally wise, I just wasn't inspired to sing. On a number of levels, not having a job or even prospects of work for the immediate future and long-term future, not there, really hit me for 6. And I went down in quite a depressed state for a long while there. And in that situation, I had no desire to sing whatsoever, no inspiration to sing. I wasn't in a good place. And speaking to a number of former friends, they've experienced the same thing. And I didn't feel like I could express anything because I didn't know what I had inside me. I felt quite empty with everything that was happening at the time. I just didn't want to sing. So back to your question about how did I remain physically and vocally fit? I don't think I did. But now things are a bit more normal, that I'm inspired now to sing.
Kind of stemming off that, there have been some online fundraisers to help struggling actors and performers. Have you been a part of anything like that during the pandemic?
Yeah, I have. We had a 20-year celebration of the original production of The Boy from Oz closing, which was my very first show. So I don't know how many people were involved in that, but that was a massive event, and all singing I Go to Rio. So that was really fun to do. That was in a small window of time during the pandemic that I felt inspired. And it was a really great thing to do. And there's been a couple of others, and I think really important to do because it gives awareness to the performing arts that are struggling, as with many industries, but we are struggling so much right now because we were the first to close down, and Broadway and every other theatre will be the last ones to come back because we require the confidence in, or the ability to mass gather and also the confidence that people want to go and sit in a theatre and watch a show for that amount of time. It's a dire situation for us, and having that sense of community, by the only way we can do that is linking up via the internet and having a bit of a sing. In saying that, there was a couple that I turned down because, as I said, I went through a bit of a dark space and I did not feel like singing. So it's a weird thing to try and make others happy and lift their spirits. I felt I couldn't do that because I had nothing to give to lift someone else's spirits up.
Can you shed some light on all of the people impacted by performing arts at the moment?
Yeah, like I said, we were the first to be shut down and we will be the last to go up. And whether that's probably after a vaccine and when confidence is there. So you've got not just actors, you've got all the creative teams, the writers, stage hands, mechs, wig makers, dressers, everybody attached, carpenters, everybody attached to the performing arts industry has no light at the end of the tunnel right now. And I think that's the thing that people outside of the industry don't fully understand, the impact, the wide impact of who this has hit. And we're the first ones really to be called upon to help other institutions out with a fundraiser event or sing and spend time. Yet now we need help. There is no light for us and we need help, and we can't always raise our funds to help other people. There's lots of benefits out there to help actors that have been going on and doing an amazing job for many, many decades. But it's a very dire situation for so many people within the arts.
What's the main thing you miss in terms of performing live in front of an audience?
The main thing, there's several things. I miss the sense of community. I miss the sense of belonging. Oh my God, you're going to get me all teary now. I miss the immediacy of an audience. There's something about live theatre that whether you're an audience member or performer on stage, there is an energy exchange. There is a collective feeling in a theatre that you can't explain to anybody else that hasn't experienced that. And my favourite thing is talking to people who have never gone to the theatre before, again, a stage door or wherever, and they've come and they've seen their first show and they're elated because they've discovered this new thing that's happened to them and this new collective energy. They can't pinpoint what it is. It's just, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. I don't know what. Then still trying to work out their feelings about it. And it's that I miss. It's about transforming an audience into a range of emotions as the story goes on and your character, and it's me feeling those things on a selfish thing. That's why I do it. I love feeling all that. So it's the feeling of live theatre I miss. The collective energy, where it can take you. It's like, for me, it's like a drug that I can't get anywhere else. I miss that. And the sense of community, having a laugh with your friends out. The theatre community especially is the most supportive group of people and friends you can have. And not being able to collaborate and meet and gather and express and create, there's a massive chunk of those people's lives missing right now.
Producers and directors are hoping that theatres will be able to go back into business by early 2021. We can only hope the same.